Hello everyone, my name is Jen Audette and I am going to talk to you about playing Scentsy Bingo. So I am a superstar director with Scentsy. I've been with the company for almost 14 years, and once the pandemic hit, I was wondering how in the heck am I going to run my business, because I had been a home party girl. I grew my business with home parties, so I was trying to figure out what am I going to do, and my dear friend Miss Rachel Pence posted a video on how she was playing Scentsy Bingo. So I took that idea and I ran with it, and I'm still playing and I'm enjoying it, having so much fun. So I just did a training at a leadership that we were at in Mexico, and lots of people asked me if I had a video on how I played it, and so I am making it now. Okay, so here's what I do. The first thing that I do is, once I have a hostess, when we know the date that we're going to play bingo, we choose the date, we choose the time. I usually play at 7 p.m. And so 6 days before the party, I start the process of setting everything up. So I create a Facebook page, and it's a group. I create a Facebook group, and I name it Danielle Smith's Scentsy Bingo Bash. And I create that, and then I go to the hostess and I say, okay, I have the page all created, I have everything set up, and I'll tell you exactly how I set everything up. And I say, your goal now is to get as many people on that page who want to be there. That's a very important piece of it. Don't just mass add people. Tell people, hey, I'm having a Scentsy party and we're going to end up playing a super fun bingo game. And so would you like to play? And I'll add you to the page. And then they'll say yes, and you add them to the page. So I create that page, get everything set up. I personally use a program called Vizly, Vizzlie, V as in Victor. And it is a paid program that you pay on the internet. You don't have to use that. You can go ahead and pre-plan all of your posts instead if you want to do it that way. So for 6 days, I post about different products. So I post about pretty much everything that we have. I post about our children's line, our wax, our warmers, our diffusers, our car products, everything. I post about absolutely everything. I even post a picture of my favorite trip I've taken with Scentsy. I always post a picture of the hostess and thank her and ask everyone how they know her. It's just all kinds of things like that. And then, so once that is all created, our first goal is to get people to register for the party. So I use a JOT form, JOTFORM. It is not necessary that you use JOT form. I personally use both JOT form and Google Forms just to keep me organized. You could totally use Google Forms for free for both, for registering and for checking out. I use 2 different ones just to keep me more organized. So on my JOT form, I'm having them register for the party. And when they register for the party, they're going to get something in the mail from me. Now, depending on your budget is what you're going to send to them. If you can afford to send some samples, I think that it really does enhance their order. They are going to buy more if they're able to try things. So I'm going to share with you what I send for samples. So I always send a showcase brochure instead of a catalog because it weighs a lot less. It's a lot smaller. But then I photocopy on the inside of the regular catalog, the bundle and saves. So I put that in there. And then I also do the new releases. I have the stickers and I give that to them. Again, if you don't have this, it's okay. It's totally fine. You mail what you can afford. And I'll tell you exactly what's on my JOT form, so I kind of give them a little interview of what they like, what they use, and what they've used, what they haven't used, what they would like to try. And I even say on some of the questions, please only choose things that you are definitely thinking you might try because of the cost of shipping. You know, I want to keep the cost down. And so I'll actually read to you exactly what I write in the JOT form. So the first question is submission date, because I want to know when they submitted it, just in case I go back, I can remember and know when the party was. Their full name, their address, their phone number, their email, and then I ask them what their favorite Scentsy product is. So if their favorite Scentsy product is Counter Clean, of course, I'm never going to send them a sample of Counter Clean. I ask them how interested, these are the 2 most important questions and why I do this. How interested would you be in in earning free Scentsy like Danielle did for this party? I give them 0 to 10. So I give them a range to answer. They can choose 0, 3, 5, 9, whatever, depending on what number they choose. So if they choose a 1, I know that they have a tiny bit of interest in hosting a party. If they choose a 10, I drop everything, I message them, and I say, hey, let's get your party on the books. The next question is, there has never been a better time to give Scentsy a try. would you be interested in learning more about becoming a Scentsy consultant? And I say, no obligation at all. Just let me know if you have any interest whatsoever. There has never been a better time. 0 to 10, same thing. And then I say, I'll be mailing you a sample pack if you fill this out by the deadline. Do you need a catalog? Because a lot of times they don't even want a catalog, and I can save myself the expense of shipping if they don't need a catalog. I say then, do you have pets? If you do, which would you prefer if it's one of your choices? Would you prefer the detangler or the freshen up pup? And honestly, almost everybody chooses the freshen up pup. Then I say, have you gotten a bingo sample pack from me before? So that I know, okay, I'm not going to give them a ton of samples because they've probably already gotten them all from me. Then I say, please check those items that you have never tried and would like to try. Counter clean, bathroom clean, honestly, anything that you can possibly make a sample of, I list it right there. And then I say, what types of scents do you like? Fresh clean, bakery, cinnamon, manly, pine, fruity. So I kind of have an idea. So when I do throw some samples in their little pack, I know exactly what kind of samples that they like. And then the final question is, I have them choose first choice, second choice, third choice, fourth choice. The 4 choices I personally give are pet samples, Scentsy soak, laundry products, and body products. And I only send the first 2. I never send all 4. So what do my samples look like? So basically, this is all a wax sample is. So if they tell me they like manly products, they're going to get probably a sample of Blue Sage and Tonka because it's new. If they tell me that they want to try body products, they're going to get the one of the ones that Scentsy already made for me. If they tell me they want to try bathroom clean or Scentsy fresh or counter clean, they're going to get a little spray bottle just like that. So that's all that goes into a sample pack that I mail. I always add in a little bit of confetti. I always handwrite a note thanking them for supporting Danielle's party, reminding them of when we're going to play bingo, usually at 7 o'clock. And I usually throw in a couple pieces of candy or a tea bag or something like that just to make it a little more enjoyable when they open it. And they absolutely love getting their bingo packs. They have tons of fun with it. Okay, so those have been mailed. Now for the next 6 days, remember, everything is being posted. So I have already created the Facebook page. I created the Jot form. I created a Google form that they're going to use to check out after we play bingo. And I have set up the party, Danielle Smith's Bingo Bash, on my website. I honestly prefer that they not fill that out. They don't shop on the website. I want them to fill out my order form so that I can see if they have any interest in hosting a party or giving Scentsy a try. So once all that's done, they've all registered. We've been posting for 6 days. On the day of the party, I remind them 4 hours before the party, 3 hours before the party, 2 hours before the party, 1 hour before the party, 15 minutes before the party, and 5 minutes before the party. Now, I should back up. I forgot to tell you one very important thing. When we first start, the hostess, I give her 4 jobs. I say, you don't have to do any work here. I just have 4 tasks for you. Number 1 is to get people on the page, like I had told you before. And again, it's people who want to be on the page. Number 2 is to get them to fill out that registration form because the only way I'm going to get these packets in their hands is if they register for the party. Number 3 is, fill out get on the page, fill out the packets. Number 3 is participate. Participate on the page. Make sure you comment. Make sure you tag people. Go ahead and post your own pictures, whatever you want. The more you engage, the more success we are going to have. And number 4, the most important is if you book 3 parties from your party, after your 3rd party, I am going to give you a really special gift. And I always tell her what the special gift is. Again, whatever is in your budget. Remember that you can get something, say you wanted to give a deluxe diffuser. You can get that for half price. So it's only costing you, say, $35 to give a hostess something that you've gotten 3 parties from. So kind of try to make it as much as you can possibly afford. A nightlight, you can get it for $10. So whatever you can afford, again, your budget is super important in all of this. Please do not spend your family money on Scentsy. You want to spend your Scentsy money on your family. Do not spend more than you have. So keep it simple. As your business grows, as your paycheck grows, maybe you can add a little bit more to what you're going to send. Okay, so it's time for the party to start. I go live right on Facebook and I say, hey, welcome everybody. Now, the most important thing for me is I have a little cheat sheet that's sitting in front of me. And so I have round 1, round 2, and round 3. So under each round, I remind myself of things that I want to talk about. So playing during round 1, I want to talk about the warmer of the month and the scent of the month that are 10% off. I want to talk about any monthly specials that are coming up. I want to talk about the Whiff Box, the subscription box, and Scentsy Club. And then, of course, that I talk a little bit about the bricks that they can get if they're part of Scentsy Club, which is so incredible. And then for round 2, I'm going to talk about diffusers, cotton cleanups, changing their wax, pets, laundry, fragrance flowers, fan, like all of the pods, all the mini fans, wall fans, all that kind of stuff. And then round 3, I'm going to talk about getting bookings. I'm going to try to get more bookings. I'm going to talk about the opportunity with Scentsy. I'm going to talk about how to order and cleaning products and how much I get to travel thanks to Scentsy. So then I always have a little Post-it note. So anything else, like, you know, if Spider-Man is available, or if the Highland Cow is available, or Thor, whatever special is happening, I kind of go through the website and remind myself of what's available, because we all know that there's lots of things that come and go. So at that day, I know exactly what's available and I can remind them. So I come on, I say hello, welcome everybody. Thank you so much to Danielle, our amazing hostess. And super easy. All you have to do to play is you need to choose 10 numbers 1 through 75. And you're gonna put your numbers in the comments, and you can get a piece of paper and you can write down what your numbers are. That way, as people are commenting and your numbers are going up higher and higher, you don't get frustrated trying to find your numbers. So also write them down on a piece of paper. I use some bingo cards from Amazon. Super easy, they're on cards, and I just call out the numbers. So number 46, then I'll do number 14. So we'll start round 1, and if everybody's ready, we're gonna go ahead and start. So I always do 3 numbers at a time. So our first number is number 50, number 50. Then we have number 15, number 15. Then we have number 41, number 41. And then I will talk about the warmer of the month. Hey, did you know that we always have a warmer of the month? I probably added one to your bingo packet, which is another thing that I do add. So you got to smell the scent of the month and you got to see what the warmer of the month is, blah, 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 blah. Our next number is number 52. And then my next couple of numbers, and then we have number 5. And then I'll say, just so you know, right now, you actually also got, if there's like a spring special or a harvest special or a holiday special, you got an extra little brochure in your packet. That is all available while supplies last. So you're going to want to place your order as soon as possible. Next few numbers, and then I'll show them a whiff box. And next few numbers, I'll talk to them about always make my bar. So then, so by the way, they chose 10 numbers, but they only need 5 numbers to win. So the first person who writes bingo, it's the first one that I see, because lots of times more than one person wins. The first one that comes up in my comments is the first winner. So at this point, finally, somebody has bingo. They say bingo. I say, hooray, congratulations. Donna, you are our first winner. Now, another thing that I should mention, all these things come to me, sorry. There's so much that happens during the game. If people come on late, I'll say, hey, welcome to the game. Just letting you know that we're almost done with round 1. As soon as we start round 2, you can join us. So at this point, I say, okay, are you guys ready for round 2? All you have to do right now is either write the word same in the comments if you want to stick with your same 10 numbers, or you can choose 10 new numbers. So I give them a chance to do that. And while you guys are doing that, I really want to thank Danielle for hosting tonight. And I want to remind you that Danielle is really excited to get something special from me. And if 3 of you would be willing to book a party, she will get that special prize after the 3rd party. And at this point, either here or during the in between the 2nd and 3rd round, if I feel like nobody is booking or I haven't had a lot of interest, I'll pull out my little egg game. And each egg has a number on it, numbers 1 through 5. And I will say, okay, I'm going to sweeten the deal. If you got anybody who will book a party right now, I have some pretty fun prizes written inside of these eggs. All you have to do is write the number in the comments, number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And as soon as this game is over, I am going to take a video of what's inside of your egg, and I'm going to send that to you. You will get that on top of all of the free stuff that you're going to get from Scentsy. And by the way, I forgot to tell you this too, I do play 3 rounds of bingo, and I do not tell them what the prize is. And I tell them that, unfortunately, I can't tell you what the prizes are, but I promise they will enhance your prize with bingo. They will, your order that you place with the party, I will enhance it with your prize. I promise you will like it. And usually somebody who's gotten prizes from me in the past will come on and say, yes, I love my prize, thank you. And so just so that you guys all know, for training purposes, it is out of compliance for me to tell them live on the video what their prize will be. It would also be out of compliance for me to tell them what they are winning from inside of the egg. Those are personal specials. I cannot offer those on a public platform, so I have to send them to them personally. Okay, so now we're gonna play round 2. So I shuffle my cards and we do the exact same thing. First number is number 58. Second number is number 63. We go through, I talk about all the things. Now, I do want to share a couple of fun things that I like to share with them, like different ways to change wax. I might talk to them about how the cotton cleanups work. I'll talk to them about how I make fire starters. So I will collect all of my wax in this over the winter, and then when it gets about that full, I will throw it in the freezer, pop it out, break it up into little chunks, melt a little bit at a time, only at 30 seconds at a time. You don't want to overheat the wax. Then I pour it into a muffin tin and I add some cardboard and some sticks, and I have some fun little fire starters. And I'll tell you, they love learning how to make fire starters. Then sometimes I'll talk about the history of Scentsy wax, and I'll show them that I'm lucky enough that I have, and you could even do pictures. This is an original Scentsy bar, and I show them exactly how it was made. And then when I joined back in 2008, this is what the bars look like. And then currently, now they are patented, and this is the classic curve shape. So if you buy a Scentsy bar and it does not look like this, it is not Scentsy. So I kind of show them. So those are kind of the fun things. I don't do all salesy stuff. I just try to give them some tips and tricks as well. Of course, I always talk a lot about Disney and our collaboration with Disney. And I tell them to go on the website and just click on Disney and see all of the amazing things that we have to offer. Okay, so then we've just finished round 2. We have our second winner. Now we're ready to play round 3. If you've just joined us, feel free to hop in now. I just need you to list your 10 numbers. And again, you only need 5 numbers to be the winner. Numbers 1 through 75. And we will go ahead and keep going. Oh, and by the way, I just got back from Mexico. Did you notice I have all my little sunspots are showing right now? Like, I'll kind of go into some of the fun things. Sometimes I'll print out a picture of me on one of my favorite trips. I'll show them. Or I will smell a bar and I'll say, oh my gosh, every time I smell this bar, it reminds me of when I got to go to Greece with Scentsy. Can you believe that I've been on, 5 continents because of my Scentsy business just from doing my job? So I'll just kind of throw in fun little things like that because I really want to get them excited about hosting a party with me and the potential to become a consultant. Because why am I doing all this work is because I want to inspire them to give Scentsy a try because I know what a blessing this business can be for their lives. So then we will go through, we will play round 3. I will talk about all the things that I've written down here to talk about in round 3. And then I will thank them at the end. I try to do it within 30 minutes. Sometimes I go 5 minutes late. And that's it. We hang up. I contact the hostess. I say, okay, now our goal, we have to get this party to 500 before we close it. Let's try to do it within the next few days. So go ahead and reach out to anybody that you can. And then I post the link to the Google form, which is very similar to the Jot form, but it's more about what would you like to order. Again, name, phone number, email, and all of that. Would you like me to ship it to you, or would you like it to go to the hostess? I say, do you have any small children? Because I sometimes have a little arts and craft, and I might give them a coloring picture of Scentsy and just a little pack of crayons or anything that I might have. You can find so many easy, simple, inexpensive things on Amazon. So I'll always throw something in to spoil their children. Anytime I give dog samples, I always give a couple little dog bones. Really, that's it. It's that simple. It's so fun. It's super easy. It's just an hour of my time. I don't have to go anywhere. I keep it very, very, very simple. And so that's it. I hope that is helpful to you. I hope that I've answered all of your questions. There is no right way or wrong way to do this. Just make sure that you're not offering personal specials. Make sure that you keep everything in your budget. If you can't afford to mail, if your budget is super tight and even mailing something to somebody would be tough for you, then text them the digital version of the catalog. And then text them I hope you're having a great week, part way through the week. Like, build a relationship with them, because if they feel included, if they feel part of the party, then they're going to be much more invested in your party. All right. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.